And good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Ontario Soccer Centre here in Vaughan, Ontario for Saturday night League One Ontario Women's Premier Division action, as we'll be seeing the League One Ontario champs, the NDC Ontario, take on the hometown Unionville Milliken Soccer Club. Although both these two teams call this field their homes fields, it will be Unionville rocking the home kits today. They'll be dressed in all red, and in the white and red will be the NDC Ontario. My name is Martin Ohms. I'll be giving you the play-by-play of this match and what will be a key battle here for both teams here. Unionville trying to pick up some momentum here in this season, going against this NDC squad who has been undefeated all season long. 7 matches played, 7 victories here. As we get ready here, as the referees get their final instructions out here on the midfield spot. The referee for today's match will be Gaston Tuati. His assistant referees will be Najib Al-Mazri and Michael Konstopoulos. The fourth official is Jatsan Pushparaja. Let's go ahead and now introduce the starting lineups for these two teams, starting with the NDC Ontario squad. If you're unfamiliar with NDC, they are the National Development Center here, as they'll be rocking majority a young squad here today, as majority of their players were participating for Canada in the Under-20 World Cup, picking up a huge third-place finish over Costa Rica. But as they have returned, they have to wait a full week before they're able to resume back in training. So young squad here today, captained by Alana Raimondo. Her lineup will be Tajay Murray Powell, Aaliyah Gomes, Ava Greco, Nicolina Istaki, Allison Carabin, Anaya Johnson, Tatiana Tagny. In goal be Sophia Cortez Brown, Maya Galco, and Isabel Chuckwu will round out the starting 11 for NDC, coached by Joey Lombardi. They'll be going against this Unionville Milliken squad, who will have in goal today Victoria Savage. Her and Al-Khatib have been rotating starts, so it'll be Savage between the sticks today. Her lineup in front of her will be Jazz Dev, Noella Grant, Caroline Tepalanis, Kaylee Copeland, Emma Gattoni, Chanel Livingston, Melanie Suresh Kumar, Olivia Allen. The captain is Haley Nurse, and Dominique Robinson rounds out the starting 11, coached by Paul Omegan here for this Unionville Milliken squad. Unionville coming in with a record of 1 win, 6 losses so far here in the season. Their 1 win going against Derby, which is a good mid-table victory here. So in this game here, the keys for Unionville will be hold on. Try to see, longer this game goes on here in a 0-0, more chances they will have later on this game. NDC is going to come out hard and fast, try to set the pace early, try to get an early goal and defeat the Spirits. If they're able to hold on that early attack, Unionville could have a chance here this evening. And not to mention this NDC squad, no goals against in 7 matches, 7 straight clean sheets, and it will be up to Cortez Brown to try and see if she'll be able to continue that here tonight. Today's League One Ontario broadcast is brought to you by CIBC, proud partner of League One Ontario. Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Degree, have the confidence to move. And Macron, work hard, play harder. And it will be NDC in the white and red, going from your left to your right on your screens at home. And in the all red, it will be Unionville Milliken, going from your right to your left on this evening here. Nice and pleasant, approximately 24 degrees out here. A little bit of a slight wind, but not too effective here for other teams, as we are underway here at the Ontario Soccer Centre. Good movement here early from Dev, and she'll play it back towards her defense as Unionville will knock the ball around. No miscommunication on the back line there from Suresh Kumar, trying to play it back to her right back. The pass was a little bit too far ahead, and we have a throw in here for our NDC. As they're going to try and play it into the corner here for Chuckwu, trying to keep this one in. She's not able to succeed, though, as that ball rolls off her left foot, and it goes out for a goal kick for Savage. Like we said, a majority young team here for this NDC squad. Majority of players born 2007, so we see a lot of them likely represent Canada in the U17s coming up soon. Suresh Kumar under some pressure there with 2 jerseys on her, and she's forced to kick that one out of play. And it's some communication here from Coach Omegan telling them they just get the ball forward. Don't play around with it too much in the back. That's going to be inviting pressure here for NDC to win a challenge here. And if the center backs lose the ball there, there's nobody in between them and the goal. Johnson. Nice little 1-2 from Raimondo. Trying to send in a run, nicely played in, but it'll be cleared aside there on the far side by Nurse. As sent in Istaki, the leading goal scorer so far on this NDC squad with 4 goals so far this season. And she was almost able to get him to the end of that through ball. Johnson to Chaku trying to force her way through the defense. Good job there from Tepelenis holding her ground as Unionville is going to try to make a long ball down the line, and we got a foot race going on. Smart play there from defense, utilizing their goalkeeper as they look to resend their own end. Nicely run in there for Gattoni. She's going to try and play it up towards the midfield. It's going to bounce around, finally find its way to the foot of Copeland, but she gets it poked away from her as that bottle will continue on the touchline, and Unionville will be able to come out with it as they're going to try to force their way through the defensive line of NDC, but they do well to hold their ground. Raimondo. She's got players running in towards her right, and she's going to try to play one of them through, but good job coming all the way back will be Allen as she puts this one, though, dangerously right into the middle of the field, and she's going to need some help there from Gattoni to hit this one up the field. Tepelenis has some space as she crosses midfield as she'll try to play this one down the line. Looks like it'll be a little bit too strong, but not giving up on the play is the Unionville attacker. Good effort there coming in from Copeland, but she's not able to get to it in time as it goes out for a goal kick. Carabin and Raimondo working together. Carabin letting the team know, got to stretch out wider, spread the Unionville players out a little bit more to create more space in the middle. And there we go, nice ball up here for Chakwoon. Here she goes, nice little instep there. She gets through one defender, can't get through a second one. And you see though, still in possession as we got a run coming down the right flank. Tagny trying to cut inside, good job there, holding her back. As Raimondo now is going to try to push her way out of that touchline area, and she will succeed as she'll hit this one back towards Carabin. Gomes. Istaki can't get through 2 players, but it gets cleared away to Johnson. She looked like she wants to tee this one up, but she smartly tries to play that one to the wing, but that pass for Tagny will get intercepted in Unionville. They're going to try to counterattack the other way. Good pressure coming in, but good job there holding her ground there was Allen, and Allen's going to try and send this one in through for Copeland. And it's going to be a foul going against Copeland all over the back of the NDC player Galco, and it'll be called for a free kick. Good job there here early, though, from this Unionville squad. They're holding in tight and keeping the attacks towards the corners of the field here early, as you see another good battle going shoulder to shoulder on that far corner of the field. Unionville coaching staff trying to look for a free kick there, but good job there getting out of the corner. It looked like the referee wants to put a little advantage, and he will finally blow this one dead for a free kick. As Tepelenis did well getting away from the first pressure, but the second player fouled her as they'll get called back for the free kick right in the corner. Liking this one-touch passing coming out here from NDC, utilizing that to find themselves some space, get away from those upcoming pressure from the Unionville players. It give themselves some time to actually look up and see where they can play the ball up the field to. It's Galco, long ball up, just over the head though of Greco, as Unionville tries cleared away, but they'll hit as far as Johnson. Good ball off for Chuckwo. She will be offside though, as the play will be blown dead there. Chuckwo was just in behind the defender before that ball was played, and Unionville tries to play this one in quickly, but the midfielders weren't ready for that one. But good job there from Allen, able to recover here as they can continue here on the midfield, as it's Allen once again on this left side. She's going to try and switch it off. Not enough power on that boot, however, and that's going to be controlled easily there by Johnson as she hits it up for Murray Powell. Savage has played 3 of the games so far here for Unionville. Just 6 goals against her so far this season. Has done a good job here in her games. Going toe-to-toe with Al-Khatib for that starting spot on this Unionville squad. Nice run coming in from Greco, trying to play it towards her, but Savage will come out of her goal, and she'll be able to get to that ball first. Good eyesight there from Raimondo, trying to play that one towards her 2 strikers up top, as Allen can't hustle in time to get to that ball before it runs out of play. Dev. Allen trying to play this one back inside. Here's Livingston. Back to the captain, Nurse, and she's going to play back towards the keeper. Good pressure, though, coming in from Mistaki. And that's going to force Unionville into their own corner. Good high press pressure right here from NDC. And they do win themselves a throw-in right into the corner flag. That's dangerous there. When they do play it back, they can't slow it down too much. They got to be able to play that ball quickly. Don't wait for that NDC pressure to come towards them before laying that ball off. Murray Powell. She's going to cut in. She's going to go for a shot. And she fires that one over the goal. Good job there from Tajay Murray Powell, trying to see if she can find that top corner. 9 minutes into this opening half, no score so far here between Unionville Milliken Soccer Club and NDC Ontario in this League One Ontario Women's Game of the Week here at the Ontario Soccer Centre. Good sliding challenge coming in there from Greco. She doesn't win her team the ball, but good play to prevent that pass to go down the line. Livingston wins it here for Grant. Finds his way here for Allen. Allen once again. Some good pace coming out here from Allen. She's going to play this one in here for Copeland. Copeland could be able to get this one, but good job there from Galco. Just getting in front of the Unionville attacker, and will shield her away from that ball as she runs that one out for a goal kick. Once again, Olivia Allen here, number 22, on this left flank, though, creating her team those opportunities. The Unionville team's got to continue to see if they can continue to find her to make in those runs to send in Copeland. Comes Chaco the other way. Big physical player. She's going to push her way through. And the referee says that isn't shoulder to shoulder. And she'll get called for a free kick against Tepelenis. That's going to be the key battle as well here for Unionville to watch on that far side of the field. The Chaco sisters were dominating the OPDL. One of them, of course, represented Canada at the U20 World CONCACAF qualifiers. And here Isabel here is trying to see if she can get herself on the score sheet for NDC. Good battle won there by Greco. Finds Chaco. She's trying to play that one first time, but she gets that ball to bounce right back towards her foot. Got Tony trying to get out of her own end, gets that one stripped away from her though, and NDC continues the possession. Again, it just shows the strength here of the National Development Center program here of all the top upcoming talent. When majority of the starting lineup is missing due to that under 20 CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, and they're able to bring out a brand new team, and they've performed just as strong. Some claims there from NDC looking for a corner. Didn't see a touch there as it's going to be a goal kick. Referee Tuati urging the Unionville players to kick this ball in, taking too long. Gave a couple warnings there. Coach home again there from Unionville telling the defense, play it quick, get it up the field, play it before NDC gets set. Were the instructions from the bench. Good pass there, almost got towards Gomes. Poked away there by Suresh Kumar, and now Unionville's going to come the other way, as that's going to be the strategy. Get it up to Copeland. Can Copeland work some magic here? But Carabin does the smart thing here, and she'll play back towards her keeper, Cortez Brown, as they're going to slow this one down. Loving the composure right now coming in from these center backs. Great job there from Robinson, able to take it away from Chaku as they pick up possession midfield. As we get to see a good turn there from Gattoni. Try to play that one in towards Deb, but it will find its way out towards the right side. And here comes Robinson continuing her run as it bounces off of the defender, and Unionville will win. It's on for throw-in. If you're Unionville here, you're feeling a little bit encouraged here in this opening 13 minutes here of this match. Hasn't been all NDC dominated. You're creating some chances to move forward. You're seeing some openings as you see a good throw in. And Temple or check that. I think it was Deb who wasn't able to control that one off the throw on as it will bounce off of the midfielder and out for a goal kick. But encouraging signs from Unionville Milliken. And if I'm correct here, their normal home field as is normally at the Bill Crowther, so it's under some construction. So they're playing over here at the Ontario Soccer Center this season. Holmes trying to hustle to get to that one. Getting to it first, though, will be Grant. And there's Allen once again trying to play that one up. A second effort here coming in from Livingston. As she'll try to work that ball up, but she gets taken away. And here comes NDC the other way as they're trying to play that first time pass. But good job there from Suresh Kumar, able to block that through ball opportunity. This one almost snuck his way through. Allen hesitated for just a moment, thinking the defenders had it there. And if she was able to go full speed there, I think she might have been able to get to that through ball. Gomes. Chaco gets knocked away there by Teplinis. And that's the key battle. And good heads up on that left side. As here comes Johnson onto the attack. Get a little bit tripped up there, and the referee will call it back, and it's a free kick. And this is a great set piece opportunity here for NDC. As they're going to look to cross this one in. Two players here in the wall for Unionville. They're going to play this one in short. Nice drive there. Gets by the first defender. They're continuing to drive. There's the cross, but too strong. as they'll pop out the other side. Caravan isn't able to get a touch onto that one as they resume possession, though. Crossed in by Murray Powell. He's going to find his way down for a foot. There's a shot, and there's the goal! Not giving up on that set piece. They're able to get another cross played in. And I believe that was Caravan, the center back, who was still up there for that set piece, who got the finish. But we'll confirm that here in just a moment. But a great job there from TJ Murray Powell. Great cross played in. Good touch in front. And a calm and composed finish past the diving Savage. And Unionville there just seemed a little bit panicked. They got themselves out of that set piece area. Just didn't know what to do afterwards. And NDC continuing the pressure there as Unionville tried to get out of their own half. And they weren't able to get themselves out of it, as NDC do get themselves that 1-0 lead here in the 17th minute. Unionville do have that long throw here, and they're going to try to utilize that to get that one into penalty area, and it's going to continue to bounce around. There'll be some claims there for a corner, and they will get it. The NDC defense has to be ready for that long throw. And it is confirmation there. The center back, Allison Caravan, who went up for that set piece, almost got herself onto that first cross off the shortly played in cross. And she was able to get the second one, however, and make no mistake. As this corner won't trouble anyone as it goes out to the other side. A missed opportunity there for Unionville. And they got to make sure when you have these opportunities, they do make them count. So it is the center back there. Her first goal of the season. And here she is with the ball. Long ball played up. That one's going to be too hard, but it's in a little bit of a scary area. If it was more on grass over than turf, it might have settled in a little bit more. Put it in that dangerous area where the goalkeeper and the defender had to communicate who's getting that ball. Chaku trying to work our way through. Once again, it's always 2 or 3 jerseys on her. And this one looks like a little hesitation. It will be Unionville ball. And they do have that long throw from Robinson. They're going to try to throw it in quickly. Copeland does get the first head onto that one, but that ball will roll itself towards the corner. And that's a good area here for Unionville. The ball's right by that corner flags. Try to see if they can contain them here in the corner, win the ball off, and get themselves an opportunity. They let that ball get played short, and you see we'll get themselves another throw, but a little bit further away from the corner flag, so a little bit less of a threat. Looked like a foul throw here, and yeah, the referee does agree. Comes Robinson with that long throw once again. Finds Copeland trying to control that one. She's able to just even take a first-time volley. See if she could test the goalkeeper. That'd be very interesting. But once again, Robinson's continuing to find her red jerseys in that penalty area on these throw-ins. That's something NDC is going to have to keep an eye out for. Murray Powell gets that pass from Galco. She's going to bring this one over midfield. And there's that through ball up, trying to get over the head of Tepelans. She does well to get the first one and the second one. As she'll hit this one back in towards the midfield. As it'll be the assist. Murray Powell smartly playing it back. And that's what I'm liking for such a young team. They know, okay, we don't have to force it up. Don't be afraid to reset it back. Find find the right ball to play up the field. And good job there from Greco trying to force her way through. She does succeed to hit it off of the Unionville defender, and it's corner kick NDC. Goal score, Carabin making a run in, and it was a late run there from Murray Powell. She stopped, though, but she does succeed in playing the 1-2 as the player did not come off the post. There's that one to the far post, just over the head, though. I believe that was Chukwu there on the far corner, and it goes out the other side for a throw-in. But Murray Powell was coming in for the shot, stopped when she thought it wasn't getting the pass. But they were able to succeed in that 1-2. Unionville have to recognize, okay, next time, got to make sure if they played short, get the players off the post, put that player in an offside position. Like in the hustle there from Copeland. She doesn't succeed in getting the ball, but NDC will be able to play this one right up the middle, and Savage will be easily able to claim this one. Low drive on the drop kick. Comes Allen. I've really liked the way she's played here in this first half, and she's going to continue here once again, but she can't get herself through the center backs, but good job from her not giving up on the play, though. But Galco will be able to kick this one up, and she's going to hit the first time up the field, and here comes a Stocky with it. Stocky in the left corner is waiting for some players to help her out here from some support and some good movement coming here from her. Not sure how she almost got out of that corner with the ball. But Unionville will be able to try to see if they can settle this play up. But this is where the difference right here. They get that ball, does Unionville. Then they're not sure, okay, where to play that ball next. And I think that's just the big difference between these two teams. When they do win the ball in their own field, where to go next. Pressure there from Grant forces the NDC squad back. There's a Stocky. She's got some space. She's not afraid to strike it from distance, but she tries to play it through the first time. Can't get it by, but Greco now picks up the ball. Greco continues still spin with it. Is Greco trying to find Ramondo, and here comes Unionville trying to go quickly the other way. Copeland, as well as the two NDC defenders, collide with one another, and that's a smart foul there from Gomes. Coming back, recognizing, okay, we got a little bit of trouble here. Take the foul, allow your teammates to get back in the position. Sometimes taking a foul is not a bad thing. And Gomes, I guess, a very smart play there. Not allowing Copeland to get a free chance towards her team's goal. There is Gomes' long touch there, and it's going to be picked up here by Grant. Livingston going to play this one through the right side. Here goes on to a chase, and looks like they'll be able to get to this one. It's Allen. Allen switched sides. She's gone to that right flank and just couldn't find her way through, though, those white jerseys. But trying to see if they can put the defense on a little bit of the heels here is Unionville swapping the wingers. Ramondo. Gomes doesn't get much onto that one, and that one will roll easily towards the goal of Savage. Just over 25 minutes here in this opening half in this League One Ontario Women's Game of the Week as NDC Ontario lead 1-0 over Unionville American Soccer Club. The final match of the day. We've had 3 other matches going on in League One Ontario Women's. We'll update you in those ones in just a moment, the next stoppage, as we see a through ball get played in and out for a goal kick. As I said, there's 3 other games going on here earlier today here in League One Ontario Women's Premier action. North Toronto picked up the victory 1-0 over Guelph as FC London and Hamilton United played towards a 0-0 draw. And then it was a penalty kick from former MVP Lord Twaddle, saving the Blue Devils FC against Derby FC as they finished at 1-1 as well. Nice ball playing the left side. Raimondo, though, not able to control it as it hits off of her knee. And right away, her teammates, I like this positive reinforcement saying, okay, next one here, next one, get that next one. And normally you don't see it here at this level. You normally say, oh, come on, you got to get that. Come on, you got to be able to control that. Positive reinforcement definitely goes a long way here in this type of match and over the course of a long season. Grant has Robinson in front of her, plays it back towards the inside. Dev, she gets knocked off of the ball. Check that out. It was Livingston who got knocked off the ball. And it's going to be an NDC throw. Unionville claiming it was theirs. The referee does disagree. Grant trying to find Copeland. Copeland, though, can't control that throw. It bounces off, and they're going to play this one in quick. Does Caravan. Space here for Tagny. Gonna play this one back inside towards Greco. Gomes and Greco passing it, knocks it back towards Murray Powell. And Galco reset. Again, much that confidence we were talking about earlier in the composure, not forcing it up if they don't see an alleyway. The ball continues to bounce around in Unionville, though, trying to panic clear it away, but they hit it right towards Segni. Comes the right back. She's going to cross that one into the far post. There's Chukwu, and just couldn't get the shot away as it hits off of her. Like Savage does well to jump up to get it before that oncoming striker. As Savage will keep this game remaining at 1-0. Nice through ball played in. Here comes that run of Allen once again. Can Allen get through Galco? Allen looking for some support. Tries to play through the middle, but it will get intercepted there by Greco. And here comes Greco bringing this ball up the field. Yelling at Gomes to come in, and she'll get that pass played in towards her, as Nurse will hit it off of the oncoming attacker and win her team a throw-in. Now it looks like we got a player coming out here towards midfield already. Half an hour into this one, looks like Unionville is going to be getting ready here for an early substitution. Yeah, and down 1-0, trying to see if they can find a spark, finish off this first half. Marking man to man, and conversation here from the Unionville coach staff saying, push up. You're keeping the NDC players on side as there's a push there. And there's going to be a free kick as Raimondo goes down to the turf. And this is a prime goal scoring opportunity here for NDC. As the referee's going to have some words here with both players. Look like they had a few words after that foul there. The Unionville player clearly not pleased with it. Raimondo felt she fell down a little bit too easily there. As here comes the free kick. Standing on top of it currently is Nicolina Stocky. Chaco is also there. Four players in the wall. Very interesting. I'd probably be looking. You're more likely expecting a shot here, so I might be looking at a fifth player there, considering you have an open player not covering. But they're gonna play this one in short, and interesting idea there. Maybe hoping for a little bit of a deflection off that low drive from Greco, and that ball's gonna go out the other way. But some interesting strategy there from both teams. As here comes that substitution. It's gonna be Janaea Mallet coming in. And coming out of the game will be Dominique Robinson, the long throw in taker. She comes off, and Janae Mallet here will enter the game. As Mallet's first touch, though, it doesn't do well for her team, as NDC will get stuff thrown and try taking it in quickly. But Mallet will win her team a free kick right back, though, as she gets tripped up. Miss hit onto that kick as it's going to bounce around to midfield, and here comes Gomes to pick this one up. She's going to play through ball in onto the right side for Stocky. Stocky looking for some help, but she's got two red jerseys on her now. As a Stocky does get taken away from her by Mallet, but the clearance will hit off of Mallet, and NEC will get himself a throw in right by that corner flag. Again, Coach Omegan probably make an early change here on that wing. Maybe looking for some speed here with Mallet, seeing the success of Allen so far. Another long throw in themselves as that ball's going to continue to bounce around but poke out through the other side as Tepelenis now has it for Unionville. And that ball will roll off of her foot, however, and go up for a throw in. Got to keep an eye on those throw ins, though. Very close there for another foul thrown for NDC. Caravan sees that through ball, and I've been seeing a lot of that there from the center backs. And Raimondo wasn't able to complete that run there to get onto that through ball from Caravan, but it's interesting how much space and the fact that the center backs can play that through ball all the way from midfield and get it through that Unionville defense. Maybe something to visit here for Unionville Milliken at the halftime break. Figure out where they can close those holes through the middle. Because if there's going to be any through balls, you got to be playing those ones towards the corner, leaving those corner options open. As Stocky gets called for the foul there. Srash Kumar will put it up. Caravan does well to get in front of Copeland to win this one. And here's some quick 1-2 passing to knock this one off the field, but good job there. Coming in from Gattoni. Hits it off of the NDC player to win her team a throw-in. Livingston gonna play this one out wide towards Allen. Allen once again gets around the first defender. The second player, Chaku, coming in from behind, knocks her down, and Unionville have a free kick. Could this be the set piece opportunity here for Unionville? And again, it all stems from Olivia Allen just finding the place, beating that first defender, and forcing a second player to come in. Clearly expecting a shot here is the NDC, but they're overloaded right now in that wall. It's got some open players on the left, and Coach Lombardi recognizing that, telling the players, get across, cover these players, because there's 2 or 3 players here open right now on this near post side. But here comes the free kick. They're going to go for goal, and nicely saved there from Cortez Brown as she gets the hands on that. Looked like she tried to make the catch, but it pops right out of the hands, but did well to get that first save and knock it towards a corner kick. It's a good take, though, for Unionville. Trying to make sense of their opportunities here. And let's see on this in-swing corner, can they create some magic? Near post run game played in. There's an open header and unable to find anyone to put a touch. There was 2 red jerseys right into that goal area where I had a touch there. They both jumped and neither of them got to that one, but the pressure still continues. It's Mallet. Livingston. Nicely played back inside for Mallet. Mallet finds a red jersey. She can continue to drive. There's a shot there. That one gets blocked, and Cortez Brown will be able to fall on top of that one. Some life coming out here from Unionville, stemming from that free kick. All it takes one little chance, and the momentum will change. And Unionville starting to get some possession going on late in this first half. But again, great save made there on the free kick, but the corner kick, great opportunity there for Unionville. And it looks like that's going to be their chance to get these opportunities, as they're doing quite well so far here on those set pieces. Chaco gets dispossessed. He's going to play inside for Livingston. Here comes Livingston on a run. She's going to take it from distance. Not much on that left-footed effort, but I like it, though. Trying to test Cortez Brown in goal, see if she caught her tracking backwards into her goal. But Cortez Brown was already deep enough, set her feet again, and the shot wasn't able to trouble her. But I like that when a striker recognizes, okay, goalkeeper's retreating, try and see if they can fire that shot while they're on that heel. Johnson gets it knocked away from her as the ball continues to bounce around. Grant trying to get away with the pressure. Great sliding challenge, wins it back here as Gomes tries to run it forward, but she runs into a wall, and now Nurse has it, and Mallet's calling for that through ball. Play it through, but blocked there by Tagney. Gomes down the line. Not too sure if that player was onside. Referee says it was, so play will still continue, but it gets poked away enough by Gattoni. It'll be a corner kick here for NDC. It was a 17th minute goal there from Allison Caravan off a second opportunity from the free kick. Able to find herself open on the top of the goal area to control it and settle it right by the diving keeper. And that's what puts NDC in the lead here, as they're going to try and see if they can double it. But Savage calls off her defenders, and she'll throw this one out quickly. Here comes a counter for Unionville, as NDC sprints to get back in a position, and here comes Mallet. She's got Copeland up with her. Copeland was making the cross run, but Mallet wasn't able to release her onto that one. But they might get a second opportunity here with Livingston. Livingston sends it in for Copeland. Copeland down in the left corner, trying to hold it in, and just has that ball roll off of her foot. Try to make up her mind there. Trying to think, okay, do I cross it? Do I settle it? And got caught in between two minds there, as the ball would just roll off her foot and out for a goal kick. And some positive momentum here from Unionville as we get towards the later stages in the first half. Something to build off of if they can hold this scoreline going into the second half. Chaco try to play through, hits off the back of the head of her teammate Stocky, and Allen's able to run back with time and space to carry this ball up, and she's going to try and see if she could take on Johnson. There's Copeland trying to play this one back inside, and it's going to bounce off of the foot of Allen into the corner, and it's not going to roll the way out, so Galco will be forced to play it as she's forced to clear it aside, but Allen with this line challenge will have it deflect off of her for throw-in. Just a few minutes left to go here in this first half. Don't imagine there'll be much of stoppage time. Maybe just a single minute, if anything, here. It's good pressure coming in from Livingston, forces that quick pass, but good composure from NDC, able to get themselves out of their own half. Greco for Raimondo. Raimondo trying to play it through, but Stuckey was making the run across, and that ball gets played in behind the attacker. And the coach Lombardi yelling at the players to recognize, okay, there's a lot of space there on that left side of the field. Look towards Chaku. Find that run of hers down that left side instead of keep continuously looking on that right. Here's Chaku. She's going to sprint herself past the defender, and here she comes. Chaku trying to get through the second player, and it's going to be a foul. Going against Suresh Kumar. Both players going hard there. Suresh Kumar arguing, saying she went for the ball, got the ball there. Referee saying no, got the leg. And it's going to be a free kick just on the edge of that penalty area as Checo got brought down with speed. I don't think a yellow card was shown there. Unionville standing right by the ball here, saying they haven't asked for space. Get close to the ball until they ask for the space. And now, there we go. Now they'll drop back. This is always an interesting spot because it's right towards that corner of the penalty area. So it's more, is it a cross or a shot? We got a player wide open here on the far post, but they are going to place one short once again. Raimondo, she's going to try and take an effort towards that far post, but nobody was there inside. That one's going to go inside, and I think it's a case of just being a little bit too complicated there from NDC. They had some options towards that far post, could have played that in the first time. Good read from Gomes. She's able to win that one off the goal kick, and she gets to cross away. That one's going to bounce to the other side. Chaku can't reach that one, and Dev will be forced to play this one outside, and she finds Allen. Allen once again trying to see if she can put on the speed and drive her way through Johnson, and Johnson will be able to get to that and hit it back towards her keeper. As we're getting closer here towards the 45, as we're going to have an indication here from the fourth official on the additional time. 1 minute added on here in this first half. So it should be a final couple plays here as you get towards this halftime break. Caravan trying to play that through ball on the right side. Onto a run there is a stocky Nurse, though. We'll get to it first. And Mallet does well to keep this one in play. Good footwork from her. Gets around one player, but can't get through the second. So NDC might get one more chance to drive towards the goal. As there goes the halftime whistle, folks, in this League One Ontario Women's Game of the Week at the Ontario Soccer Centre in Vaughan, Ontario. Going into the break, it's going to be NDC Ontario 1, Unionville Milliken Soccer Club 0. Don't go anywhere here, folks. Second half action coming up next. And welcome back, everyone, to the Ontario Soccer Centre here in Vaughan, Ontario for second half action in this League One Ontario Women's Premier Game of the Week. As we're seeing NDC Ontario take a 1-0 lead over a Unionville Milliken squad who's looking to try and see if they could pick up a singular point here in this match as the teams have switched sides. So in the all red, going from your left to your right on your screens at home, is Unionville Milliken, and in the white and red is NDC Ontario. They'll be going from your right to your left as we are underway here in this second half. I'm Martin Ohms here, your play-by-play commentator for this match, as we have another substitution at halftime. As Sherelle Lee has entered the game, as Caroline Tepelenis, who the player was covering Chukwu, gets substituted off. So a change in the defensive position here for Unionville. And there comes the first touch here for Sherelle Lee. Finds Dev, but he gets poked away from her and out. As this, looks like there was a substitution as well for NDC. I see Bianca Hanish on the field, as well as number 73, April Lentine. So we'll have to figure out where the players coming off there for NDC here for this second half. Going into this match, Unionville is currently sitting towards the bottom of the league table, with their singular victory keeping them out of the bottom spots. Going against this NDC Ontario squad, a victory here puts them at the top of the table with a perfect 8 wins, no losses, no draw, and most importantly, don't want to jinx it, but no goals against as well. Which is crazy to think about, 8 straight clean sheets, but they're one half away from succeeding on doing that here. But let's see if Unionville will be able to spoil it. Nice shot there from Raimondo as she tries to move around with the ball. A little bit of a push there, and they will win a free kick. The referee won't call advantage onto Hanish. So Hanish is in. Lantania is in. Out of the game is Chukwu and Murray Powell. So Murray Powell and Chukwu both out. So change onto the same side for both teams. Both showing a fresh look on this near side of the field. As we have another free kick here coming for NDC. Coach from Unionville not happy with the referee's call there, saying shouldn't have been a call there, but play will resume. As they're giving an earful right now to the fourth official, as the play will continue on to the far side. Holmes looking for options. Gonna throw this one in. Good battle on the far side. 2 red jerseys there, but good job there from NDC. They're able to get themselves out of that corner. Comes the through ball played in towards the stocky. Cleared aside by Nurse, but not out of the penalty area. Here comes a cross and headed away by Suresh Kumar. Second opportunity still going in, and it will go out here for corner kick. And Lantania will come out here to take the set piece. And they got a second player here coming in short if they choose to play it, but Unionville is ready for that one. Playing this one to the top of the penalty area. Can they get across? They play that low 1-2 again. This time Unionville does learn. They get themselves off of the line as that cross gets played in, but that goes over the head of Tagney. And she's not able to get on top of that. She's going to try to see if she can win it right back. She succeeds, but she's not able to go anywhere with it as Allen, the star of the first half, in my opinion, for Unionville, does well, and she wins her team a throw-in. Great hustle from Olivia Allen. She is the leading goal scorer here on this Unionville team as well, with 2 goals to her name. As Copeland finds Allen. Allen try to return that one back to Copeland. And Galco is there, and she'll play it back towards her keeper. That's Cortez Brown. She was forced to make a very impressive save off a free kick and deflected it aside for corner in that first half, so she was tested. But the NDC keeper was up to the task so far here in this first half, and we'll have to see if Unionville put some more pressure on her in the second. Lee puts this one towards midfield. Greco wins it back, and once again, we're seeing here with this NDC squad very comfortable playing it amongst the back. Again, this is the team that won the playoffs in 2022, taking home a victory over the succeeded Alliance United, who upset Vaughan, Missouri in the semifinal. Was a massive upset, seeing Alliance make it from the 6th seed all the way towards the finals, but NDC took care of them and took home the championship, trying to see if they could go 2 in a row here. So there's that through ball in for Lantania. Great shielding coming in from Suresh Kumar. Gives enough time for Savage to come out of her goal and slide onto that loose ball. A little bit of a missed kick off the drop kick, and that's going to allow Tagny to settle this ball down. Greco trying to switch it. It doesn't play a good pass as it's going to go in behind Gomes. And Suresh Kumar and her team are going to look to see if they can get this ball out of their own half. Gattoni with a little bit of fortunate luck there kicks it off of the NDC oncoming player and wins their team a throw-in. So far this season, this NDC squad has picked up victories against Derby, St. Catharines, Hamilton, Simcoe County, Woodbridge, Guelph, and Waterloo. So you say a lot of the top dogs, they still haven't played yet, as going in towards the July month, they'll be back-to-back games against Alliance and Vaughan, Missouri. So those are the 2 games right now. If you're looking on the League One Ontario Women's calendar, those are the 2 games to keep an eye out for on the calendar, as NDC will have themselves a little bit of a tough finish towards their season. As here comes the ball, it's going to bounce around towards that left side. Mallet, she came on as a substitute half an hour into that first half, wins her team a corner kick. Lee coming in with a late run for Unionville. Nobody's seeing her yet. So here comes the cross towards the near post. Nicely headed away by Galco. Second effort. Can't get it put right back in. And NDC will be able to clear. And they're going to try and see if they can launch a counterattack themselves. But Lee is able to get back in time, and she'll shut down that play. And here comes Unionville right back in towards the NDC half. Great control on that far side of the field. That through ball, though, gets played in behind the 2 attackers. And Galco will be able to play towards Tagny on the near side. Lantania with a nutmeg. Gets through the first player as she tried to play a centering pass. Can't find her player. Coach Lombardi urging the players continue with the high press of pressure. Don't give them time in the back line to play it out. They do have some fresh legs in here with the introduction of Lantania and Hanish. Unionville coaching staff saying, hold the shape, hold the shape, don't chase the ball. They're going to let them go over half and then attack. As Greco plays the ball towards left side, Lantania. Great spin move. As she gets the left-footed cross, bounces across towards the far post, but the shot goes over the goal. Some nice footwork coming in here early in the second half from April Lantania. She can succeed with a nutmeg, a nice little Maradona style-esque move here in these opening 8 minutes. Today's League One Ontario Women's broadcast is brought to you by CIBC, proud partner of League One Ontario, Gatorade, rehydrate, replenish, refuel, Degree, have the confidence to move, and Macron, work hard, play harder. As we get later on here, we do have more League One Ontario women's action following up tomorrow. So make sure to stay tuned on the League One Ontario feeds or the website on league1ontario.com to keep updated with all your match scores. Grant couldn't control that one in the air. NDC gets a throw in, and we've seen some deep throws from them, but they're going to play this one in short and quick. Nicely one in the middle. Here comes the through ball in for Linton. Can she get to it first? Savage, I think, got a foot onto that one. And Savage does win herself a goal kick as she kicked it off of the oncoming NDC attacker. And it's a goal kick. Good heads up there from the Unionville keeper. Keeping this 1-0 off a goal from the center back, Allison Caravan. In the 17th minute, that separates these two teams. And if you asked me before the game, I was talking with a lot of people here. They're expecting a high scoreline. Got to be impressed. That one looked offside, and yes, it will. Stocky will get called back. But a lot of people were expecting a high scoreline, and got to see Unionville as this game has started to progress. They've impressed. Good battle between Livingston and Gomes. And it will be a throw-in for Unionville at the end of the day on the far side. Checking in on tomorrow's League One Ontario women's action, we have Tecumseh traveling towards Burlington. Pro Stars takes on Woodbridge. Waterloo faces Alliance, and North Mississauga takes on Simcoe County in the 4 matches in League One Ontario women's play tomorrow. Alco playing a long ball up over the head of Tagney, and Allen's going to give chase. She'll take the safe play and clear this one aside. Greco getting shaded by Dev. As Dev's doing a good job sticking with her, not jumping in onto any challenge so far. Letting Greco play around with the ball. Srash Kumar with the shield as she'll let that one run free for a goal kick. Looks like Unionville's getting ready to make a substitution soon. And it might be, judging by Copeland coming over to talk with the bench, could be her. So it could be changing the striker role for Unionville. As this ball comes right towards the foot of Dev. Lee inside. Referee says play on. No foul. As Hanish, we got a through ball in a little bit too strong, though, to get into the runner for 2 players. And a little bit of ping pong action going on right now as both teams try to see if they can get a quick through ball in. Montaigne gets towards the left foot, and she just fires it over the goal. April Montaigne has been a good force coming off the bench for Chukwu as she gets a good little left-footed effort there. And if you're a defender there, you take a mental note of that as she cut in towards that left foot. Got to make sure to try and see if you can force her towards the right. As here comes the substitution. Double substitution here for Unionville as Kaylee Copeland will find herself out. And Tori Grant Calavillo has entered the game. So change the striker on the second substitution. Coming in as Suresh Kumar, the center back, coming out. And Paris Sek comes in. So Paris Sek is in the center back, and Grant Clavillo, who has 1 goal as well for herself this season. She's going to come into a striker position for Unionville. It's getting close towards the hour mark here, folks. It is 1-0 for NDC Ontario against Unionville Milliken in this League One Ontario Women's Game of the Week on this cooler now Saturday night at the Ontario Soccer Centre in Vaughan, Ontario. Good passing from NDC as they try to find Lantine on the left side. Too strong, though, on that pass as it goes out for a goal kick. Some pressure on this near side. And again, that's due to the high pressure coming in from NDC. But these throw ins are a little bit suspect. But they're able to get away with that one once again. And Lantanya's going to get called for that. Savage does make the save regardless. And coaching staff Unionville letting Paris Sec, who just came on as a substitute center back, let her know can't let that happen. Can't let the attacker get through her. Looks like NDC is getting ready to make some substitutions themselves. Looks like a triple substitution incoming. It's only a 1-0 game here. Maybe some changes in the midfield or in the attacking front. As Stocky has been almost invisible as the striker, I would say, for NDC. They've done a good job as Unionville shutting down the leading goal scorer of this NDC squad. As he gets played in towards the aforementioned Estaki, and now I might have jinxed her. As here comes Estaki, gets around the defender, takes a hard crack, but right towards the waiting hands of Savage, who comfortably blocks that save right in front of her. But her drop kick, though, is a miss hit, however, and it's going to allow NDC to get stuff a throw in as here comes those substitutions. Aliyah Greco coming out. Entering the game, we got Ella Kettles. So we see Greco coming out, Raimondo coming out, and Maya Galco. So 2 center midfielders and a center back coming out and entering the games. We'll let you know here in just a few moments as the play still continues here for NDC. The National Development Center squad for Ontario, showcasing the top up-and-coming talent. Again, keep in mind how young these players are, as there's a good 1-2, and there's the finish! Great run coming in from Tatiana Tagny, coming in on the left side, quick 1-2 touching, and it was just a tap in on the final touch. And it's 2-0 now for NDC Ontario, and that might do it enough here in this match. Started there from Hanish, found Tagny on the left side, and it was just that final tap in. So we'll get confirmation on the goal score here in just a moment. But it was 2-0 for NDC. So it was April Lentine, the substitute who came in and got that goal. Lentania, again, we've been talking about her. She came on as a substitute here in the second half. Got the pivotal touch past the defender who jumped back onto the line. And she'll pick up. That's actually her first goal of the season. Crazy, by the way, she's playing here today. She was determined to find that back of the goal. Unionville, though, holding strong here, 2-0. All I need is one quick opportunity. Still plenty of time here left on the clock as they try to see if they can get themselves a goal back into this one.
NDC substitution with 60. Errol Kettles for 37 enters the match for Ava Greco, number 18, who was leading the match.
So we get confirmation there on Kettles, who came on as a substitution for Greco in the central midfield. Number 37. Hanish. Can't place one towards the left side for Tagnon, too strong for her. But here comes Kettles, fresh legs, and she'll be able to get to that one. And I think she was a little bit surprised she got to that ball as that ball rolls off of her foot and now for a throw in. Mellenhorst with Istaki. And Stephanie Sholey. It looks like she changed her jersey number. So she's rocking 76 for you guys back home. Originally recorded as 50. So Sholey into the game as a defender. So Sholey, Mellenhorst, and Kettles into the game for NDC. And it looks like they're getting ready to make one more substitution as they increase their lead to 2-0. So feeling a little bit safer with that scoreline. As Nurse can't deal with that cross, and it's going to be a corner kick on the far side of the field. But again, gotta look at some of the positives here for this Unionville squad, coming in as a supreme underdog with 1 win and 6 losses on the season. 19 goals against the prior season. Don't look like a team that's given up that many 7 games. But hopefully didn't jinx them here on this corner kick, as they've played fairly strong in that back line. So if it does, it would be undeserved, as this one gets played towards that near post, headed away by Gattoni. Second effort here on the cross. Open header for Istaki, but she gets under that one and lifts it over the goal. And now for a goal kick, as here comes another substitution here for NDC.
NDC substitution in the 67th minute. Number 87, Adriana Biankin for number 21, Nicolina Istaki.
So a change in the striker position is Adriana Bianchin. Bianchin is in and Istaki is out. Bianchin 2 goals for herself onto the tally so far this season. She's going to try and see if she can put this game on ice with a third coming in as a substitute. So NDC emptying their bench once they got that second goal. As will we see a foul there? No. As Mount went down a little bit awkwardly, and she's struggling a little bit right now to get back on her feet. But play will continue here on this near side for the newly introduced Bianchin. Bianchin cuts inside. Finds Mellenhorst. Kettles from distance. That one looked like it got through a couple bodies, and Savage saw that one at the last second. Good job from her, able to make the save and get some help with the post. But an awkward one there, as Savage had to find that ball through a bunch of bodies in front of her to get towards her right to make that save. As you'll see, a free kick as the player there's a little bit slow getting back to her feet for Unionville, but it looks like she's going to be okay. Is Nurse as we're getting ready to continue here with a free kick. Savage making sure her defender is okay, giving her some ample opportunity to walk it off, get some encouragement from her bench, and we're ready to resume play with the free kick. Sholey. Carabin, she got the action going in early with that first goal. Center back making an adventure up the field on the set piece. as she finds a player in the middle of the field in Kettles. Charlie trying to play through Allen, though. Had her. And as this ball is going to poke out through the other side for a goal kick, as the action gets back to that more comfortable pace here for Unionville. NDC, we saw a lot of quick passing, quick 1-2 touch, finding open space. We're not finding that same type of crispness here. Again, maybe it's like the fact that they got that 2-0 lead, feeling very comfortable, not feeling as much pressure, but I think you want to continue that pace of play here, especially if your players coming off of the bench. Because this is the type of pace right here. If you continue, Unionville will feel a little bit more comfortable with. And it just takes one counterattack opportunity or one set piece. They two good chances for Unionville in this game. Both came from set pieces. Nurse did a good job there. Read that pass. She gets a block in there, and Grant's trying to shield that one aside, and she succeeds to win that ball on the touchline. Looks to get some help from a second player, but it's going to be an NDC throw, and they're going to take this one in quick. Liking this communication though from this NDC squad, recognizing okay, players coming on, 3 or 4 players right away screaming man on, and it's those little details, and you got to be tired, but you got to keep communicating. If you communicate, requires less work for your players to try and get themselves out of trouble. Good run there from Grant Clavillo. As she continues to try to win it back for her team in red, and it finally will find its way back for Nurse, who falls down onto the turf as Grant Clavillo can get to that pass. Ten got that second goal. Trying to see if she can play across, and that gets blocked there by Lee, but it will be an NDC throwing. Looks like substitution coming up here for Unionville. And Dev coming up a little bit hobbling here. It looks like she's going to be forced to come off the field here, not coming off on a smooth run. Lara Gattoni. So we have 2 Gattonis on the field, Emma and Lara. So Lara now here in the center midfield. She's going to replace Jazz Dev. So Dev off here in the center midfield, who I gotta say Dev's probably ran one of the most for this Unionville squad. She'll come off, and Gattoni will try and see if she can continue the aggression in that midfield. Cagney trying to see if she can play across, and that one gets blocked. Almost hits the photographer, but it's going to be a corner kick. As we get set for this corner kick, we'll let you know here in a few minutes here. Both these teams have a busy upcoming schedule. Let you know where you can find these 2 teams in the coming weeks and where they will be traveling towards. This corner kick is surrounding that goal area. Good ball played in. The referee, though, will call for a push there. Looked like Mellenhorst got called for the foul there. Here's the player onto the ball, pushing off of the defender, but she almost succeeded in winning the ball right off of that quick and short set piece. Allen, that's a hard challenge from behind. And they'll play this one in quickly, recognizing there was some play in the middle, but gonna have to be forced to retake this kick, though, as the ball was still rolling, however. Tagney into the midfield. Hanish. Good ball played in towards the right side. I believe that's Gomes. Gomes making a run in. She's going to attack that penalty area. There's a drive. Big save from Savage. And she will find herself the rebound. A little bit of pushing and shoving afterwards. Savage wanted to make sure don't get near. And I understand as a keeper, you make that first save, you jump on that ball, the players try to pounce onto that rebound. No, you got to let them know whose space that is. Don't let them get anywhere near that area, as you have an injured defender behind the play here for Unionville. But a huge save. as Gomes came in with a lot of speed on that right flank, forced Savage dive towards our right. Most importantly, there, if you're making that save, understanding that rebound control, because if you're displaying that off of your hands, most likely you're going to be playing that towards the middle of the field where you have an open goal just behind you. So Savage does the right thing, played it in front of her, jumped on top of that rebound. Because if you're going to control that one, you got to make sure you play back towards that corner. Unionville defender, I believe that's Grant, able to get back on her feet, but not able to put much pressure. And I'm looking towards the Unionville bench right now. Do they have many options left, or did they use all their subs already? I think they have used all their subs already, so the only option left is backup goalkeeper Al Khatib, and let's hope they aren't forced to having to do that. Is Unionville. It's always the risk there when you do play your substitutions in early. When you do pick up an injury late, you have nothing on the side. We'll let you know here as looks like she is able to walk it off. So she'll try to continue out here on the field as we'll let you know about NDC's upcoming schedule. They'll be home on June 16th versus Electric City before traveling on their own back-to-back games in 1 week on June 25th at Blue Devils FC and 28th, a midweek game in FC London. That's a long trek for this NDC squad. But again, keep an eye on that schedule. The ones to highlight are the July 7th and July 12th games against Alliance and Vaughan. Definitely top of the table clashes incoming there. At full war from Tagny. Plays a low drive in, finds a player in, can't pull the trigger as Katoni is there, and she'll clear this one as far as the midfield. And there she is once again, Grant hobbling, but is able to hit up the field. Probably recognize, okay, I have no other options. I got to hobble my way to finish this game. Unable to turn there. Is that a throw in or a foul? Because if it's a foul, that's a bit of a harsh call, I would think. It looks like it is a free kick going against Allen. Not too happy with that one. Looked like she got a piece of the ball, and in the turn, the player tripped over the leg. From my view, I think it was a throw in, but looks like it's going to be a free kick instead, and the referee's making sure it gets a little bit closer towards that touch line. Playing it short. Linton. That cross takes a deflection. Savage will call it. Great job today here from Victoria Savage in goal. And right away, the coaching staff for NDC saying, can't be playing this sharp. Play the crosses in. Johnson on the throw. Settled in by Bianchin. On time. Cuts inside. Montaigne is very confident with the ball. If he gets through a second player, here comes the cross. Going to bounce around that penalty area. Finds the player. Can't pull the trigger. That was Malnhorst. She's still looking for it as she plays it back to Bianchin. Bianchin switches over to the far side. That's going to bounce away, though. Tagny not able to get to that one as it will be kicked up the field by Grant. And here comes Mallet the other way now for Unionville. Can they spark some life into this Unionville squad? Right away screaming, and I'm looking right here. Where's the red jerseys there? Where's the support on that run from Mallet? She didn't have anyone to play that ball towards. Did well to win her team a throw-in. As gonna win herself a second throw-in is this Unionville team. This Unionville team will be on the road on June 14th. They're going to travel to Tecumseh before back-to-back home games on June 18th and 23rd against Burlington and Hamilton. As here they go, teed up for a shot. That gets blocked. Second opportunity over the goal. The chance was there for Livingston as Grant Clavio with a good first effort to get our team the opportunity. Livingston had the opportunity, had that ball found the feet, and just fires it over the goal And can't say though that Unionville haven't had their chances here today, even though they've been far and few. They've had some clear-cut chances, as the hands on the back will get called, and Allen will win our team a free kick. Lee found that one to an open area. That ball's going to bounce around. That could be tricky. And forced to play that one aside is Sholey. And Sholey, under the pressure there, cleared aside, and a little bit of the lack of composure we're used to seeing from NDC was showcased there as that ball bounced in just a tricky area. Those are always fun when those ones play in right over the heads of the center backs, but too far away for the goalkeeper. So it's a look at each other type situation. It's who's going to get that ball and who's going to speak up first. Livingston. Grand Clavillo, good movement from her as she gets through one player, but the second player will come across and clear it aside. Unionville, they did this in the first half. They started to show some life towards the end of the half, showing some here again. Is this a fact of playing the full 90 minutes? Maybe a little bit of tune-off going on. As there's the header put into a dangerous spot, cleared aside by Caravan. And as we say, NDC can try and see if they could go quickly the other way. As good job coming in from Melanhorse. She gets around the first player. She plays it in towards Bianchin. Bianchin on the cross. That gets blocked as Nurse, though, was able to track back in time. Not cleared, though, as Kettles gets a chance. Towards the right side, good hustle from Mallet to try to win it back. Nurse takes a tumble. Still going to continue to bounce around. And it's still NDC with a shot, and Savage will be able to jump up and make the catch. Keeping an eye here on Grant, hearing her conversation with Mallet. Mallet saying, if you're hurt, go down, please. Don't risk it. But she's going to continue to fight this one on, is Grant. Non-Horse found a hole, puts it across, and can't put the final touch. And there goes Grant once again on the sliding challenge. Put her all to block that one from going there. That's a defender who's putting everything on the line for this Unionville team. And immediately the training staff will come onto the pitch to take a look at the injured Unionville player. As both teams will use this opportunity to get themselves a bit of a water break. As we give, of course, some updates here on this NDC Ontario squad. Majority of the players, the usual names you're used to seeing on the squad, not here, of course, as they represented Canada in the Under-20 CONCACAF World Cup. They finished in a third place position with a 5-3 victory over Costa Rica, which makes them qualify for the Women's Under-20 World Cup after a tough 2-1 loss to Mexico in that semifinal. It's been a pretty smooth day for referee Tuati. Hasn't had to deal with too much going on here. Seen some pressure going on from both ways, but fairly easy game for calls. And it looks like Grant not able to put any effort onto her feet anymore, and it looks like she's going to be carried off of the field. So we'll have to see what Unionville is going to be doing here. Will they be playing with one player down? Or will they utilize their goalkeeper? Referee Twatty looking towards the bench. No movement yet here on the Unionville squad, so it looks like they're going to play with 10 players out here on the pitch for this remaining 6 or 7 minutes plus additional time. Even though we've had some breaks, I don't imagine you'll see too much additional time. So some tactical switches right now coming in from the bench as they're screaming at Gattoni, who's battling here for the ball to get back onto defense. They need her to get back because there's just 3 at the back line right now. NDC is going to try and see if they can make them pay with a quick chance, but they aren't able to get it in. Let's see if Unionville now will find themselves getting into shape. Looks like they figured it out. So it looks like Unionville is going strikerless now. So Grant Clavillo is going to be shifting in towards the central midfield, and the center backs are going to move themselves back on the line. So just no one on top. So a false 9 situation here for Grant Clavillo as the play still continues here on the far side of the field. Good drive coming in as Gattoni comes around. Big save from Savage. Second up to offside though, as the ball goes in, but the flag is raised. And it'll be offside. Savage making a nice, quick first save. I looked immediately, saw the flag go up, and you see a quick tack finish on the rebound, but that's going to be called back. Coach Lombardi asking right now, arguing with the 4th official right now, wondering where was the offside there on that rebound. Seeing a little bit more of that shape we're used to seeing from NDC, looking for that pass, open themselves out wide to create more space up the middle of the field, and not forcing it up once they have no avenue. As there's that through ball once again from the center backs. Having them distribute with that much space is just incredible to see, especially for such a young team. And there's a shot from distance, Savage. Great hands. If there's going to be a shot here for League One Ontario Player of the Week, if the League One staff is watching, Victoria Savage should be considered an honorary, or if not, hopefully on the other games. But probably looked like I think that Hamilton goalkeeper that game, both goalies stood up tall, but she's got to be on the bench, I would think. Does Savage? She's done very well here tonight. Referee says play on as players are falling all over that turf. And there's a hard challenge advantage as Hanish fights her way through that challenge. Here comes the ball playing on the right side forward, tagging to run onto as she plays that one through. There's a shot saved once again. And no, check that. Sorry, didn't take a touch. I thought she Savage when she slid out, got a touch onto that one, but slid right under her now for a goal kick. A good chance there from Bianchin working with Tagny in front of the goal. Some encouraging updates news here for you. Grant is back onto her feet now and is walking with some assistance towards the bench, but she is walking under relatively her own power. So she is able to put weight onto her leg, which she wasn't able to earlier. So that's some encouraging signs here. So I'll keep you updated on that. But some great hustle there from today from Grant on the defensive front. A true warrior on the defensive line. And hopefully the injury is not too severe. Offside would have been called there, but referee says, okay, goalie's got the ball. We're all good. Again, Unionville playing down to 10 players right now, folks. Just they utilized all their subs and injured a Grant with just the backup goalkeeper on the bench. Chose to play with 10 players on. Gomes. Bianchin try a fancy backheel. Find a player in Melhurst. She's dancing her way through on the edge of that penalty area as she's trying to find someone to pass that ball in towards. Finds a player. There's the cross, and Bianchin couldn't turn her body enough to get that one onto goal as she just went wide. Good defense there, blocking that direction onto the goal, forcing her volley opportunity to go wide. And it looks like Unionville will be putting that 11th player on as we have a chance at chip, though. Goes over the goal. Grant, she's going to fight her way through. She's coming back on, guys. Well, Grant, get some applause there from her teammates. She's going to come on here for the final minute here and finish out the rest of this game with her team. So Unionville back on to 11 players on the pitch. Gattoni. Wide for Mallet. So we wait for the indication. 5 additional minutes left to go here. So still plenty of time for Unionville. A miracle will be needed, but still 5 minutes. But it's right now all NDC. Unionville trying to just finish the game strong. I think if you come out of this game 2-0 result against the top-ranked NDC, you're feeling all right if you're a Unionville team. You fought hard, put in some good efforts, and you forced NDC to... Oh, we gave them a little bit of a threat here. Put them on the toes. And Bianchin fires that one over the goal. Unionville coach staff urging the ladies on the team, keep strong, hold mentally. Game's not over yet. Referee urging the players, get this ball back into play. Comes across, just missed on the header. Bianchin once again, but it'll pop out through the left side. Mellenhorst. Check that out. Kettles. Now for Mellenhorst. Bianchin down to the left side. Johnson's running onto this one, and Johnson will be able to hold this one into the corner. Unlucky bounce, though, as she tried to kick it off of Allen. Winner team a corner kick, but it rebounded right back off of her, and out for a goal kick instead. I'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in here this evening on this Saturday night at the Ontario Soccer Centre as we get another goal kick on the oncoming pressure in Vaughan, Ontario for what was the League One Ontario Women's Premier Game of the Week. I'd like to thank, of course, our proud partner of League One Ontario, CIBC, Gatorade, Rehydrate, Replenish, Refuel, Degree, have the confidence to move, and Macron, work hard, play harder. Nice space there for Bianchin. Finds Hanish. Mellenhorst tries from distance. I think that pass was trying to be played there for Lantania and couldn't get it towards her. As Mellenhorst was intercepted her own teammate's pass, and you know what? Go for the goal herself. She couldn't find the net as this one's going to get played short once again as Unionville just trying to get this ball out of their own half. They're playing with 11 players on the field, but it's an injured Grant here, so you can almost say it's 10 and a half. But she's trying to run. She's trying to give it her all here. Here comes a shot from distance, and that hits off the crossbar. Did Savage get a piece onto that one? There's some arguments here saying that Savage got a piece of that. Savage saying she didn't touch it. And they're going to play it short, and the NDC bench not happy, thinking that the goalkeeper got a touch. Hard to tell from this angle. Savage, though, did get up high and got a piece to hit the crossbar. But if you're NDC, I know, I don't think I would be arguing that much. It was, if she did get a touch on that, that's just an impressive save. Give it to the goalkeeper. Okay, that's the biased goalkeeper in me speaking. But Usually the honesty is what counts. So if I did touch it, I would normally let the referee know. All right, I touched it. Should be a corner. Maybe one more opportunity out here on the field. It's Mellenhorst once again. Good pass out wide. Lots of space here for NDC to play a low cross. Finds a player and it hits off a Bianchi on the last. Couldn't redirect it onto goal once again. And goes for a goal kick as Unionville will try to kill off the remaining time here on the clock. Harriman gets that final touch in, and there goes the full-time whistle, folks, at the Ontario Soccer Centre on this Saturday evening in League One Ontario Women's Action. As we wrap up things here with NDC going top of the table with a perfect 8-0 record, no goals again, 8 straight clean sheets, unbelievable. As they take the victory over Unionville Milliken 2-0. Unionville Milliken will drop themselves to 1 win, 7 losses on the season. But again, I would be keeping a heads up high on that effort. But I'd like to thank again everybody who's tuned in for this match. This has been Martin Ohms here on the commentary. And until next time, folks, we'll see you guys later.